In this session, we want to look at the Airflo 24 compressor, which is supplied by Mangar for our elk and camel lifting cushions. The compressor weighs just under 6 kilos and is a battery unit which is predominantly for the use of elks and camels in lifting people from awkward positions on the floor. Let's talk about some of the features of the compressor. The first thing to point out is that we do have a battery indicator on the top here. If I push the button, you'll notice at this stage all 4 lights come on, which tell me that this battery is fully charged. However, when I receive my compressor as a new product, the first thing I want to do is to put that compressor on charge. We quite simply charge the compressor by using the supplied charger. On the back of my battery light indicator, you'll find a small pin which the charger fits into. The charger can then be fitted to the mains and the unit will begin to charge. The cycle to charge the battery is as follows. Once we are plugged into the mains and the charger is connected to the Airflo, the bottom red and 1 green light will come on. This will be the case for the first 2 hours of charging. As the charging session progresses, more lights come on, until after 16 hours all 4 lights will be showing green. We then know that the compressor is fully charged and ready for use. If at any time the battery charging cycle is interrupted or restarted, the cycle will begin again. So 1 red light and 1 green light will start. This does not necessarily mean that the battery has been discharged. The product can still be used, but it will take the full 16 hours before all 4 lights are back to green. Please note at this stage, you cannot overcharge the battery. So if the battery remains on charge permanently until the product is required for use, that will not harm the battery. And please try and ensure that every time the elk, camel and the compressor have been used, the Airflo goes back on charge when everything is complete. So now our compressor is fully charged and ready to use. With all Mangar pneumatic products, there will be a hose which needs to be connected to the compressor. On the side of my compressor there is this white port, and my hose for my elk or camel simply pushes in to click, and later when we've completed the use of the product, I touch the paddle and the hose releases. On the top of the compressor I also have an on-off button. I push the button, the compressor will grunt at me, that tells me it's ready to use. When we've completed our lift and we're ready to put the compressor back on charge, remember to push the on-off button, which will turn the compressor off. We'd also like to mention that with the Airflo 24 we have an interesting accessory which is basically a mains lead. This lead connects to the opposite side of the compressor, and once connected to the mains actually turns the compressor unit into a mains unit. We can therefore complete an infinite number of lifts.